Hello, friends, and welcome to Season 2, Episode 8, Alt Ready Go, with your host, Link Speaker.
And Crypto Kai.
In today's episode, we have some fun stuff to cover, so strap in while we dive into the recent announcements of Chainlink integrations, staking cryptos, and the start of the highly anticipated alt season. So, let's dive right in.
Let's get started by looking into the recent Chainlink integrations. There's been quite a bit since we last spoke to you guys. I think the one that we are about than some of the others is some recent news from Grayscale that was actually released on Twitter today, April 26th. And what we were given in this news was that Chainlink has now been added to Grayscale's digital large cap fund, which was the only asset that was able to qualify for this inclusion to the digital large cap fund.
Didn't
And
it bump out? Didn't it bump out XRP?
yeah, it did bump out XRP because back when XRP was they got into that legal trouble, I believe that when we saw them taken off of Coinbase and other exchanges, they were also removed from Grayscale from this digital large cap fund. So since then, nothing else has been added, and now Chainlink has taken that spot.
I mean, how exciting is it that one of the largest crypto funds in the world says, "Hey XRP, screw you, Chainlink, you're in." Like, that's awesome. And I mean, and it doesn't seem like they're slowing down this acquiring of Chainlink. In fact, it just feels like they're speeding it up. What do you think?
I agree. I mean, in the last episode, we mentioned that they picked up, I believe, 39,000 more Chainlink, and added that to their little bag that they're growing over there for Grayscale. And now we're seeing them add it to the digital large cap fund, which to do so, they have to actually sell off some of their existing components to get this proportion right and weigh out how much Chainlink they're supposed to add to get this percentage right of everything that they want to hold in this digital large cap fund. So they actually sold off some of their other assets in that fund to buy Chainlink. I think that also speaks some volumes about where Chainlink is headed and just the, I guess, desire that even large exchanges and other places like Grayscale and some other companies that we might talk about here in a minute are starting to see Chainlink as. It's Chainlink's going to blow up soon. This suppression will not last for long if news like this keeps coming out.
No, agreed. I mean, especially when you look at, I mean, Grayscale has to hold to a certain level, right, with their investors.
Mhm.
And they have to do extraordinary amounts of research if they're going to add an asset to their large cap, right? And when you look at their breakdown, they have like 80% of their fund is in Bitcoin. Of course, they're one of the most well-known Bitcoin firms. But then when you look at them diversifying this much money into Chainlink, it's not a small deal. Like the amount of research that they had to do to add them to this list, they cannot not want to add more. Like
Mhm.
I think that we should start seeing a even larger, like currently it's at what 0.89% of their funds under management is in Chainlink now. I think as the world starts really catching on to Chainlink, I'd be really surprised if that didn't start shifting towards 5, 10, maybe even 15% by say the next few years. But let's touch on another one. Credit Suisse taps blockchain to settle stock trades in 1.5 hours. Using Paxos blockchain settlement service to prevent delays that led to the outages and at Robinhood and some of the other brokerages in March, which I personally think was a little bit more foul play. They did all that BS when the AMC and all those that FUD and all that stuff around those. I think they were allowing the bigger investors to have time to actually get out so that they didn't get slaughtered. I think it was theft, but that's just me being a little pessimistic. What do you think?
Oh, I completely agree. I think that was them trying to get back at the Wall Street Bets boys, and their little pumps that they like to push over there. I completely agree. I think that was Robinhood trying to save the hedge funds and the large investors that they know were about to get absolutely destroyed in that crazy pump that we were seeing in GameStop and AMC. I mean, they were about to lose millions if they wouldn't have done something like that. I think that's exactly what that was.
I think billions. I think some of these companies, specifically ones that were trying to short it, were not well positioned for this. And when you look at the switch here with Credit Suisse now tapping blockchain technology to settle stock trades, you're now moving away from these centralized servers, and you're now moving into this blockchain tech that has a proven record, right? This technology cannot be tampered with like these centralized exchanges are used to. So I'm actually really excited with this news. I think this is just one more domino that will continue to fall. And it's big news. Do you want to kind of go over the Alibaba Group?
Yeah, so very recently, I believe within the past couple of days, I believe it was April 4th, there was another not integration, but kind of leak, I guess, that someone found, and I stumbled across on crypto Twitter, that the Alibaba Group had released a new patent, and inside that patent, they specifically mention Chainlink and using Chainlink Oracle systems. I'm not exactly sure what. There wasn't much detail about what the patent was and exactly what that patent will be doing, but you're seeing one of the largest companies in the world now using Chainlink. So, I mean, Alibaba Group, for those of you that may not know exactly what that is, Alibaba is basically like, in simple terms, the Chinese Amazon. So you're looking at something that's very closely related to Amazon, and that they have now seen the value in the potential that Chainlink can provide to them. So it makes you wonder, how long is it going to be until Amazon, eBay, other large companies like Alibaba start saying, hey, they're onto something. Well, let's go be like Alibaba. Let's integrate Chainlink and get in, this basket, and get to have some of this little feast that they're getting onto with Chainlink and get this benefit.
Well, and kind of to your point here, with how long until these companies start really integrating this technology, you and I have had some conversations recently with some of the crypto U stuff we're trying to launch, and a couple of the other conversations we've had with people, and I think that would be fun to share with the listeners. The companies that early adopt this technology, right, and integrate smart contracts and blockchain technology into their businesses are going to leapfrog massively ahead of their competitors, right? And so when you look at Alibaba Group starting to have this leak here with them being interested in Chainlink, that's just one part, right? Imagine when Alibaba's entire operations now become so much more efficient that their overhead drops by say 50%. Don't take that percentage to heart. It's just an example, right? But and that's just one avenue, right? Now their transaction speeds skyrocket, their online speeds skyrocket, right? Like their entire business model literally changes because they are integrating this world-changing technology. So to your point, I don't think these big companies have any choice but to start hopping in when huge competitors like Alibaba Group start getting in. Because when they get in and they start leapfrogging massively ahead of them, if their competitors don't get in, they're screwed.
Yeah, they're falling behind.
Massively. And with the amount of money that Alibaba Group has, I mean, it's massive. And then we all know that Swift, right, which is one of the largest money transfers in the world, they transfer over $5 trillion a day between the United States and Europe, right? They've integrated Chainlink, so in their entire industry, they're going to start leapfrogging ahead. They're going to have to pull their industry ahead. Google search engines, right, information data, they've started using Chainlink. Everyone in their industry is going to have to start using this. So this is just one more industry that is hopping into this technology, and I'm personally super excited for this. And then this kind of all ties in really well too to our episode name, Alt Ready Go, right? Chainlink is an alt, right? And when you look at all these huge companies integrating this technology in, right, this is what is powering and going to put the economic backing in this alt season are all these companies adopting alts. So I don't know about you, Crypto Kai, but I'm super excited that Alibaba is, interested in using Chainlink.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I do not think it will be long before Amazon sees this and they have that oh no moment, like we're going to be massively behind. This is where we lose that rightful number one spot of the top e-commerce store platform in the world. And I believe by the end of 2021, we may have that Twitter notification pop up and saying Chainlink integration with Amazon. So it has a lot of excitement when you have something as big as Alibaba Group mentioning Chainlink, even as something that might seem small now as a patent, but can develop, like you were saying, into being their whole ecosystem over there in Alibaba and how they operate. It's in their daily operations now with all the transactions and everything else that goes through Alibaba. It can be massive.
Agreed. And guys, we will definitely keep you guys in the loop on this. As more data continues to come out, we will definitely talk about it here in the show because this is a really big deal. But kind of moving on to some of the other integrations, there was a really cool NFT project that was called Pokemon. And I don't know if did you go claim your free egg or Chance set a free egg?
Yeah, I did, and sadly, my egg contained nothing. I was hopeful, but nothing.
Yeah, we did our claim on a couple different wallets. Guys, it's kind of this cool NFT project that has special dragons and cool other NFTs that have super cool rarity and just look beautiful. And so they had a bunch of people interested in it. The pre-sale sold out. They had literally just so much attention. And one of the big things that attracted me to their project was that they integrated Chainlink, right? And this is just one more alt that continues to kind of surprise me with kind of A, their price movement, but B, how cool their project is. And so Chainlink posted something on their Twitter, and this is what it said. It said Pokemon achieves the highest number of VRF requests, creating the majority of total VRF request ever fulfilled in just a few days. Wow. So out of all of the total VRF requests that Chainlink has received, which keeping in mind VRF has only been around for a few months, but out of all of those, right, the majority of total VRF requests came from this project, and that's a big deal. And for anyone that's listening and really doesn't know what the VRF is, it's a verifiable randomness, right? And so you have these games, all these types of games, or all these types of chances, right? The big thing is chance, and some of these systems they're flawed. But using Chainlink's Oracle systems and their nodes, they can verifiably confirm that it is random, fully random. And so with Pokemon using this, it's really exciting because is this a signal? Crypto Kai, I'd love your opinion on this too. Like, is this a signal that NFT projects, gaming projects in the future, are they going to start using Chainlink's VRF systems because it's the undeniable leader? What do you think?
Yeah, I 100% think that this is where that's going. We talked in the past in episodes, a couple weeks back about Chainlink's verifiable randomness and how that can work into gaming. And we already know Chainlink has partners with different gaming industries, and I don't think it's long until you see it hit the games like CS:GO and making the cases in CS:GO when you open them with the keys. Those are all
That
100%
would be really
guaranteed
cool.
verifiable randomness. Yeah,
That would be
and I
awesome.
that's one of CS:GO's biggest claims to claim, and like one of their biggest, I guess, forms of advertisement for the game itself is through the different YouTubers opening the cases or gambling the skins. And when you know that those skins that you're getting have actual verifiable randomness and it's doesn't have any skewed coding behind it, that doesn't make it actually random. As someone that owns in the skins, it makes me a lot more comfortable knowing that when I'm opening these and putting that money into it, I'm not getting completely screwed over from the moment I click OK open. And you mentioned about Polkadot, and how cool of an NFT project this is, and us kind of going into this gaming tangent with the verifiable randomness. Um, I don't know how long it's going to be until we see major companies like Pokemon creating NFTs on the blockchain using Chainlink to have verifiable randomness of these digital cards for Pokemon.
No,
I think
I
that's
think it's
great.
I agree. I think it's soon though. I think this is the more projects where Chainlink is integrated into them and Chainlink does its job exactly how it's supposed to do its job without any hitches like it continuously does, right? The more of a reputation it builds, right? And so as the reputation continues to be flawless like Chainlink's is, they're the argument for not using Chainlink is it's gone, right? And so when the companies like, to your example, Crypto Kai, Pokemon, when they start, hey, how do we get into the blockchain space? How do we create NFTs? How do we get in this huge new wave, right? How do we release new limited edition NFT cards that are only minted on the blockchain? How do we get there? Oh, Chainlink, awesome, right? And so that's super exciting to me. I'm really excited for that space. We've covered it multiple episodes. We continue to, just because of how big the NFT is and how many alts that are launching in the NFT space. But guys, we'll keep you guys in the loop with any cool, awesome new projects that integrate Chainlink. But one of the big things that our community on our Discord and on Twitter have been talking about is staking. Let's kind of break down staking for our listeners. Now, if you guys did not know, you guys can currently go on to Linkpool and stake your Chainlink. Now, I haven't staked any of my Chainlink personally because I have it locked up into Aave, and I'm lending from that to day trade and kind of compound my accounts through there. But I will 100% be checking this out. And Crypto Kai, I don't know about you, but I think I've seen some pretty good reviews so far of people liking their system.
Yeah, I've heard the link pool system is very easy, very user friendly, and I've heard that there's some pretty good some APY percentages. So everything that I've seen on crypto Twitter, especially for the Chainlink staking, has been amazing feedback.
I think this is just one more project that's going to be offering these types of incentives for staking your Chainlink, right? I mean, it's not, I don't think it's going to be very long before you have Bancorp and you have Aave and all these other projects that are already really well established in the industry starting to offer huge rewards for staking your Chainlink, especially now that Linkpool is live and active. Their percentage for staking right now is garbage, complete garbage. It's actually 0%, I think. But the staking system, the node systems for Aave to actually be making some money on us staking on their platform is not there yet, right? And so I think as that becomes live through Chainlink staking, through the nodes, the full ecosystem coming live, I think that's really where we see a stampede effect of Chainlink flooding into who is the best staking, who has the best staking rewards, and that's kind of what I'm looking forward to. Now, speaking of staking, now just to backtrack just for a second, we will keep you guys in the loop with more platforms that continue to stake. Go check out Linkpool, do your guys' own research. We're seeing some positive feedback from the community. But speaking of staking, Crypto Kai, did you kind of want to go over MobiPay?
Yeah, for sure. So I believe it was yesterday, MobiPay announced that staking is fully live, and their staking platform is a little bit of a longer process since there is the additional bridge that they added in to do so. For those of you that aren't aware, last week wrapped MBX was announced and put out onto Uniswap and DEX. And with this, a bridge was made so you could take your normal MBX that you bought on BitHum and you can use the bridge and connect your Mobi wallet. So you have to send your MBX that was once on BitHum to your Mobi wallet address, which is a Stellar wallet. So you have a wallet address and a I believe they call it a token or a tag that you have to put as well. You send it to your Mobi wallet, and from there you go to the Bridge website, which is bridge.mobi.io. You connect both your Mobi wallet and your wallet, and you can then swap your MBX for WMBX, and it takes a small fee of MBX off of it. There's no I don't think there's any gas behind that transaction actually, so that's pretty nice. Um, and then once you have your WMBX in your MetaMask wallet, you head over to stake.mobi.io, and you are met with a couple of staking options that they actually released. There was three that have been released as of right now. There is a 90-day, all of these are 90-day, a 90-day 35% APY, 90-day 45% APY, and then a liquidity pool option, which provides 40% APY on 90 days. And for each of these, you just click the Get Started button. It's very simple. You link your MetaMask wallet, and then you type in the amount of MBX that you are wanting to stake, or if you're someone that's staking all of your MBX and just making it a complete just long hold, you're locked in, you can type in the whole amount and then click stake now, and it'll have you confirm that transaction on your MetaMask wallet. It's a little bit of a longer process. There's some delay in the sending of the WMBX across the bridge. It is still a very new platform, first of its kind, I believe. So they're working out a lot of kinks, but it's a good system. Honestly, one of the higher percentages I've seen. I know ALBT also has a staking option open currently, and that for a 3 month is only like 21% APY, I believe. So this is very good rewards on your Mobi. If you're someone that is already planning to do a long hold, I highly suggest it. It's passive income on your hold stack that you're already planning to hold until 2025, whatever it is for you personally.
Well, to kind of touch on something you just talked about, Crypto Kai, the guys, MobiPay is one of the first. I actually think it is the first project to actually bridge the Stellar Lumens network and the Ethereum network. So there's going to be some delays. There's going to be some kinks here. There's going to be some stuff that they're going to have to work out. But the big thing for me is that they are working them out. Brandon, their CEO, who we've had here on the show, has been in their Telegram talking to the community, informing people, hey, yes, we are working on this stuff. This is something that we're actively looking into. So stick with the team, give them some time, be a little patient with this program, because we're talking about innovation here. This is a new frontier. I'm super super stoked about it, regardless of the kinks. I don't know about you, Crypto Kai.
Yeah, and um, like you said, it's so new. I mean, this is literally, the bridge is only a week old. I think uh, as of tomorrow. Tomorrow it will be only a week old, is the how old the bridge is. So it's very new as well. Like Link Speaker was saying, work with the team. If you have issues and your funds aren't transferring across well, all you have to do is make sure you're finding the right person, like an actual admin on the Telegram. Make sure it's not anyone that's posing as an admin or a team member of MobiPay, and just DM them, tell them your issue, and they'll walk you through on the steps to make sure you're contacting support, and they will work with you on making sure that your MBX gets transferred correctly to WMBX to the correct wallet. They're very good about making sure that the issues are being resolved and everyone's getting their MBX if they're using the bridge and some issue happens.
So we'll keep you guys in the loop with anything that comes with the staking with Mobi. We are obviously, Crypto Kai and I are obviously super super bullish on MobiPay. We are extremely excited for their project and their team, and are rooting them on. Now, to kind of move on to the next portion here, Crypto Kai, you saw that the Chainlink hackathon is going on.
Yes.
Yeah, so guys, the Chainlink Hackathon is a really cool way for Chainlink to give out prizes through their sponsors and they actually give out Chainlink as well to some of the winners that come in and find awesome, innovative ways to use real world applications for Chainlink, all sorts of different types of cool stuff. And some of the last year's winners, the we had the Link My Ride. I don't know if you watched that video, Crypto Kai, but it's these two guys that created a smart contract that would literally use Chainlink to power this smart contract that you could literally come in there, basically lend his Tesla for a period of time, right? Have the smart contract unlock the car at the appropriate period of time, turn it on, give him access to it, let him drive it. Then when it gets back, settlement and all the settlement for the settlement system, while it was tracking everything, all where it went, right? So you have this full inclusive smart contract system that is literally integrated into a Tesla, all powered by Chainlink. That was the grand prize winner last year, and that is super, super cool. What do you think about that project, Crypto Kai?
I think that goes to show everything that we talk about with Chainlink and how it can be used everywhere, literally everywhere. If that doesn't show it, I don't know how many other directions will. And that makes me instantly think, kind of going back to our beginning a little bit on like where Chainlink can, go and what companies can adopt it. You have different places like Toro and different car rental applications that could use like that exact smart contract that those two guys wrote and completely transform the app to be on the blockchain and use Chainlink to power it. Um, it's it's pretty crazy when you think about it that Chainlink can do something like control when your Tesla unlocks itself when it starts and track the exact movement of it. Um, it it has me very excited to see what the winners this year pull off because that alone blows my mind. Along with the other one of the other projects that me and you were talking about before the show.
Yeah, that one is Farm Together. So this was kind of a cool little project that was built in last year's, and they kind of describe it as a no loss strategy based yield farming RPG tournament, which is kind of a mouthful. But imagine being able to you deposit 100 die, and this is their example. You deposited 100 die, then stake that 100 die. Once you stake that 100 die, it gives you access to then be able to click a plot of land. Now, when you click that plot of land, you then go into that land. That land's yours, and you can literally farm. It's a farming road. Like it's imagine. Help me out here, Crypto Kai. What was that farming game everyone was obsessed with on Facebook for a while?
Oh man.
It was man. Totally spacing it, but you guys get where I'm going with this. So is that on steroids, right? And so you literally would mine resources on this plot of land that you stake to get and earn literal NFTs. Like some of the resources that you're farming literally mint NFTs, and it's all through this liquidity pool on Aave. It is a really cool, innovative, awesome project that is just shows you how awesome Chainlink VRF is, because they were using Chainlink VRF for seed plots, for all sorts of other things in the game, right? Shows you how awesome liquidity pools from Aave can be. It just makes me really excited for what are some of the cool things we could see from this year's hackathon. And so the hackathon gets done, I believe the last date is April 11th, so we're kind of like in the midst of it right now, and I'm extremely excited to see what sort of awesome projects and cool innovations that come out of it. And yeah, did you have any thoughts on the yield farming RPG?
It's a great idea, and I honestly think that that project might kind of be inspiration for a lot of the things we see this year. NFTs are hot this year. I think that we see a lot of Chainlink integrated NFT projects in this year's hackathon. Oh, and by the way, that Facebook game we were thinking of was actually Farmville. That's what it was.
Thank you. I was like, man, I could not remember what the freaking name was. I never played that game religiously like some people did. I think I had an account for like, I don't know, like it was a week maybe, and I just got so bored of it. But I had family members that were obsessed with that game. Now imagine taking this to the next level, right? And then we integrate a game like this where they're earning real life NFTs from it. People might be really badly addicted to games like this. It could be bad, but also kind of entertaining at the same time. Like I think it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be fun to see, kind of to your point, how hot NFTs are at this hackathon. So, kind of moving on to the last portion of our show, guys. The alt season is starting. Crypto Kai, we've seen like the entire market is looking extremely bullish for the alt season. We have Bitcoin dominance falling to the lowest it's been since 2017, which is a phenomenal sign, right? Because I think Bitcoin's dominance during the bear market, I think was what, 75% to 70%, somewhere in there, right? Mm-hmm. And so from us to go to 75% dominance, meaning Bitcoin controls 75% of the total market cap of all of crypto, to now dropping to this level, right? This lower 50% range is extremely exciting, because what it shows is that alts are now starting to dominate the market, right? And they're starting to take more and more market cap. More and more money is flowing into alts. And just looking at a couple of these alts here, XRP at $1.05, it's almost doubled in the last 7 days. You have Wi-Fi up to just 10% today. VeChain at 11.3 cents, up 10.8% today, but I think that's closer to 30 to 40% in the last 7 days. You look at UBT at $2, almost doubled since the Bitcoin market crash that we had. What was that, 2 weeks ago now?
Axie as well.
Which one?
Axie is at 770. It reached $11 the other day.
Oh my goodness! You're lying. Let me go look at this.
I swear, yeah, it's at 1177 right now. An all-time high was reached on the 5th of 1169.
Wow! Yesterday.
Yeah, it
wow.
That's almost 100%.
Oh my goodness. That coin never ceases to amaze me, guys. If you guys, speaking of alts, right? If you guys have not done any research into Axie Infinity, they are an amazing NFT, awesome project powered by Chainlink that is basically Pokemon on steroids. You can breed these awesome animals. You can play them in a game. You can own land in a game. You can trade the land. You can build on top of the land once the world comes live. It's a really cool project, and AXS is the coin that's used for it. And to see that, I'm looking at the chart now, to see that type of movement is insane. I actually almost bought some of it when it dipped down to that 4 or 5 range. I was like, the volume was only at 200,000, so I was like, I'll pass on it. Now it's at 2.3 million daily volume. Jeez.
The other day, because mine got glitched, my DEX got glitched to yesterday's volume. Yesterday it was at 29 million.
Jeez.
Huge.
That's massive. So,
and those are the types of pumps that we are getting ready to see, not only on Axie, but on so many other coins.
Well, we're a Chainlink focused show, and let's speak of Chainlink for a second, right? So Chainlink at $34 right now, it has been, I think, would you agree that it's the most suppressed coin in the market right now?
Easily,
if not very close, right? When we look at some of these other coins, UBT, RSR has been doing work, right? Alliance Block has moved just a little bit. It's pretty suppressed too. But just to see XRP skyrocket, almost doubling in market cap, all while Chainlink does I think we're up, 10, 15% in the last 7 days, right?
Yeah.
Somewhere in there, maybe 20%, somewhere in there.
Hmm.
And then XRP almost doubles. Oh my gosh, guys, we are in for a ride. We have been coiled down for a really long time. We've been in this 40, this 25 to 35 ish range for months now, right? And we have been poised for our move up into the 50s, 60s, and 70s. So I would be really surprised at the end of the month if we had not seen at some point this month anywhere between $50 to $70. So I'm super, super excited for this month, specifically for Chainlink, all the rest of the alts. But I mean, there's indicators everywhere that this alt season is starting. So strap in, guys. This is about to be a really fun month. We've been coiled for a really long time. Bitcoin dominance is continuing to fall. Crypto Kai, what would you like to cover as far as the alt season goes?
Yeah, just with us being more Chainlink centered, I know that not all of you kind of look at charts and look at specific resistance areas on Chainlink. We actually just broke through one today. A key one that I saw someone was looking at on a chart on crypto Twitter was 32.5, and we shot straight through that pretty hard today at around 8 a.m. Eastern time. Um, and now we're kind of going on this up and down motion here, going between 34.5 is what it looks like, 34.7, and coming back down between 31.7 at our lowest ish, and currently at 33.93. So we're kind of looking for our next area of resistance is around that 36.5 area, I believe, if I remember correctly. But after 36.5, I believe that's when we see what you're kind of talking about. Chainlink goes into just pure, just breakout mode, price discovery, and tries to find its new area. And that's when we can see what Link Speaker is saying, this $50 to $70 Chainlink area. And some people, I don't know about you, Link Speaker, but I've seen some people on crypto Twitter, I mean, they're speculating even higher than that. I don't know about what some people say, potential $100+ chain link this month, but I mean, I wouldn't complain.
I don't think it's impossible in the slightest, specifically because of how long we have been coiled in this level. Like, so I am looking. Let's check this out 1 second. Okay, so this is